Okay, this is a video tutorial about RIP and how RIP auto-summarizes cross-classful network boundaries classfully because RIP version 1 is not able to include subnet masks, so it can't use variable length subnet masks, so it relies only on classful networks. And so I've set this up here, and so the goal in this is to show you how this functions in RIP and when it also will cause problems. So we've got two routers here connected. In between the two routers is the 10 network, 10.0.0.0 network /8. We've got 10.1 is on this interface, 10.2 is on this interface, 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.1. Okay, then on the right side here, we've got the 192.168.2 network. This computer's .100, the router's .1, the 3 network .100.1, the 4 network .100.1. Then on this side, what we have is we have the situation where we've subnetted the 192.168.1.0 network /24. We've subnetted it into /26 networks. Okay, and /26 networks, the subnet mask on a /26 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one bit is in the 64's place, so the networks go up by 64. So this is the 192.168.1.0 network /26. This is the 192.168.1.64 network /26, and this is the 192.168.1.128 network /26. Now, I gave the router, I'm going to give the router the first usable host address in these 3 network spaces. So for the 0 network, the first usable would be .1, so 1.1. And then the next host would be 1.2, and the computer, the host, gets that 1.2. And you can see this labeled here. And so then for the 64 network, the router will be .65 and the host .66. And for the .128 network, the router will be .129 and the host will be .130. Okay, and so that's what I've got to set up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn on RIP, and we're going to see how RIP functions with these subnetted, right, not classful subnets, right? /26, /26, /26, those are not classful, right? Normally, a 192.168.1 network would be /24. But we've subnetted it, and we're going to subnet it on these router interfaces, and then we'll see how RIP deals with it and how it will automatically summarize this address when RIP communicates this route to the neighboring router. Okay, so first off, we have to finish configuring 2 interfaces on the router. We have to finish configuring Fast Ethernet 1, which is this interface, and then Fast Ethernet 6, which is this interface. So I'm going to select the router, and we'll just do this. There's no other real configs on here, so I'll go to command line interface, and I'll go back to, we'll start from the get-go here. So if I hit exit, this is where we would start out, right? And I'll hit enter, and I'll say enable to get to privileged user mode. I don't have passwords set on the router. And then I'll say configure terminal to get to global config mode, and then I'll use shorthand commands, interface, FA, and I think it was 1/0, 1/0, right? And for Fast Ethernet 1/0, which is this one, the interface will be .65. So IP address 192.168.1.65, and then the subnet mask. And notice this is going to be a /26 subnet mask, so it'll be .192. All right. Then I'll say no. no shutdown, and the interface should go up, and we should see it go up here. And sure enough, you can see it going up right there, right? Now this interface right here, if we hover over the router, we'll figure out what interface it is. I believe this interface is Fast Ethernet 6/0. It's not set yet. There's 4 Fast Ethernet interfaces. This is 0/0, 1/0, 6/0, and 7/0. So we'll do this one too. So I'll open up my command line interface. Interface to FA 7/0 to jump into the new interface, right? Other interface Fast Ethernet 7. And we need to put an IP address, so I'm just going to go back and change this to the first address in the 128 network will be, first usable address will be 129, right? And then I'll type no shutdown, and now that will go up. All right. So now, as you can see, that this should go up now. Let's see here. Oh, that was 7. I should have done 6. I'm sorry. I messed that up. So we're going to have to change that. Interface Fast Ethernet 7/0 is actually supposed to be 10.0.0.1 255.0.0.0. Okay. No shutdown. And the interface we need to work on is actually 6/0. So we'll do that. And we'll set that interface to 129. And then a no shutdown command. So now all of these interfaces are correct. So I replaced the correct IP address on this interface and then put the correct one here. So now you can see all of our interfaces going up. Switch, of course, is cycling through, bringing the port up on the port. It's going from a shutdown state to a listening, to a learning, to a forwarding state. And that's why it's taking a few minutes there. So now that all the interfaces are configured, we have green lights on everything, right? We have no routes. There's no static routes, right? So this router, okay, if you look at the, we'll just take a quick look at the routing table. It has connected routes, okay? It sees the 1.0, the 1.64, and the 1.28 networks as connected routes. And it shows you that it's been subnetted into 3 subnets right here, right? So it has 4 connected routes, all right? So you can see that, and of course, we've got 1 network, 2 networks, 3 networks, 4 networks attached, connected networks to this router. And then this router also has 4 networks. We'll take a quick look at that. Okay. And that one has 4 networks. It has the 10 network going to the other router, and then the 2, the 3, and the 4/24, right? So it's got connected networks, but this router, I'm looking at this router over here on the right, does not know about the other networks behind the left-hand router, and the left-hand router doesn't know about the routes on the right-hand router. It doesn't know about, it knows about these subnetted networks, right, that it has, but it doesn't know about this 2, the 3, and the 4 network, right? So we cannot ping across the network, right? And we'll just show you that. So this host right here is 1.2, and I'll try to ping 2.100 here, and you'll see that it'll fail. We'll say ping 192.168.2.100. All right, and you can see the reply from 1.1, destination host unreachable. There's no route, so we're not going to be able to ping across the network if this router doesn't have a route to get to these networks. So what we'll do is we'll turn on RIP, and we'll have RIP